So today I'm gonna show y'all how to make a chicken sausage gumbo. This is my dad's recipe. It is so good. This is probably my fifth time making it, so it gets better every time I make it. But so the things you'll need is pot. So this one is, I got this for probably $16 at Walmart. So you don't want a non-stick pot because you want it to stick throughout while you're cooking it, because you're gonna kind of burn it, if that makes sense. So you don't want a non-stick, you want it to stick. So kind of cheaper is better, honestly. And this is like a 12-quart pot because I'm making kind of a big gumbo for a party tomorrow. I also got 4 things of chicken breast. I think it's about 5 or 6 pounds of chicken, because last time I did 3 and we went through it really fast. So so you just want chicken breast. And then I also got Cajun style andouille smoked sausage by Hillshire Farm. Usually I would use Savoy's sausage or Richard sausage, but I'm in North Carolina right now, so they don't have that here. So improvising with this. It's really good though. It's pretty close. But not the same, but pretty close. You're also gonna need celery. You're gonna need bell peppers, which I'm gonna say how many I use at the end. I just don't know. I got a lot. I just kind of look and see and kind of estimate how much I need while I'm cutting it up. Garlic, I got 3 cloves. I might use 2, 2.5. Lots of onions. So I got this and this. I might use these 2 and then half this bag. Again, I'm gonna see how it kind of looks. Also, for some extra spice, I got a jalapeno and habaneros. I got 4. I'll probably use 3, maybe all 4. We'll see. See how it kind of looks. I don't want it to be too spicy. Also, I'm going to use a bunch of seasonings, which I'll show you when I get to that. But for now, I'm going to chop all this up. And that's going to take an hour. So I'll kind of show you me chopping it a little bit. But then I'll tune back in after. Got to mention this. Might want to grab you some alcohol. You know, I chose Smirnoff Ice for this. Because you're going to be cooking for 4 hours. So I like to drink and cook. Makes it way more enjoyable. That's just me. So, making gumbo. I don't know if you like chopping your garlic. I do not. That takes forever. Get your garlic press. This thing is a lifesaver. Cuts, chopping, because that would take so long. So that finishes all the vegetables you'll need. Now we can move on to cutting the meat, which I'll show you now. But yeah, it smells really good. Just cutting up all the sausage, and this is how it looks right now. It is definitely full. There's not much room left in the pot. So now it is time to start seasoning. So I got my seasonings out. So I'm mainly going to use these 3 Tony Chacheres. This is going to be the main ingredient. Lots of cayenne, give it a lot of heat. Then I'm going to use this Nature seasoning blend. I'm going to put a lot of that too. A little bit of oregano and Italian seasoning. Don't know why, but a little bit of this, and then One time I made gumbo and I forgot to put salt in it, and I was like, why does it taste weird? Yeah, don't forget salt. So I got the salt out. So now I'm gonna kind of show you how much I put of each. Again, I eye it, and then at the end I taste it, and if it's missing something, I'll put a little more seasoning in at the end. So here we go. Let's start with the, I'm gonna start with the Nature's Seasons blend. Open this up. It's kind of hard with one hand, but yeah. So now I will season. Again, I put a shit ton of those. Sorry for the language, didn't mean to curse. Yeah, but put a lot. Okay. Then I'm gonna come in with the Tonys. I'm gonna do the more spice. I'm kind of running out of this one, so I'll just put a lot. Actually, I should just finish it. A little bold. Remember, I have a lot of meat down there, so I'm putting a shit ton of seasonings. Regular Tonys. Okay. Now I'm gonna go with my cayenne pepper. I tend to put a lot of cayenne. Yeah, that's a lot. Now I'm gonna go with my Italian seasonings. This is definitely not healthy. Not a healthy dish. Lots of sodium. So that I'll just put like that. That looks good. And the Italian seasoning, it has like if you could look, thyme, basil, rosemary, savory, whatever that is, oregano, and then I do also come in with a little more oregano. And I'll just put a little like that. Now, coming in with the salt. Now this, so there's salt in this. And a little bit in the Tonys. So I'm just going to put a little bit, actually, of this. And then at the end, I'm going to taste it to see if it needs more salt. So I'm just doing it later like that. Now, I'm going to put it up a little on high. And I'm going to stir this bad boy. It's going to be pretty difficult. So I'll be back and show you what it looks like after I stir it. Okay, so now that I stirred it, you can kind of see I couldn't really get at the bottom that much. I mean, this is a huge pot, so I kind of mixed it up. I am going to put a little more seasoning because it looks seasoned, but yeah, I'm a little excessive when it comes to, you know, seasoning. So I'm going to put a little cayenne. About that. And then I'm going to go in with more bold Tonys. Let's see what that does. Okay. So now I'm going to stir it again and I'll be right back. So I just stirred it again and looks pretty good now. I will now put the glass cover on top of it. So it kind of smothers it and it'll start breaking down. Now I remember last time I cooked this gumbo, it kind of burned because I didn't stir it too often. So I would stir it about every 10 minutes and then after it really breaks down, every 5 minutes. Okay, so while it is starting to cook down with the top on, I am going to show you how to make a homemade roux. So I am from Louisiana, and if I was in Louisiana right now, I would definitely go buy a jar of roux because, you know, you get Boudreaux's roux and stuff like that, but they don't sell that here. So I had to learn how to make it homemade. My dad showed me how to do it on the stove and then also in the microwave. I like the microwave because it's faster. But you do have to be careful because the first time I did it in the microwave, I burnt it so bad that I had to like rush it outside because it stunk so bad. So you do have to be careful, but I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So hopefully you don't burn yours. So you're going to need all-purpose flour and vegetable oil. Those are the only two ingredients you need to make roux. So I am going to do, let me see, about half a cup of all-purpose flour. Okay. And then I'm just going to be putting it in a glass measuring cup because you're putting it in the microwave, so I'll make sure it's glass. And it's going to be really hot too, so yeah. So I'm doing half a cup of this. And I am making a bigger gumbo this time, so I'm actually going to add a little more. So I'm going to add another 1/4 of all-purpose flour. So yeah, I put a half cup of all-purpose flour, and then I put another 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And now you're gonna do the exact same amount. You're gonna do half a cup of vegetable oil. And you literally just pour it right on top. Okay, and then you're gonna take the 1/4 and pour the 1/4 as well. So then it kind of looks like this. And then you're gonna take, I use like the whisk that attaches to my little blender thing. So I take this and then I just kind of slowly start mixing it all together. So this is kind of like the consistency that it will be. And now I'm gonna take you over to the microwave. So this step is very important. Okay, so we're gonna microwave this for 4 minutes initially. But you have to do it at a lower power. So I do time cook 4 minutes. And then I click power. And I do it at 70%. Because if you don't do it at 70%, it's gonna burn. So I put that in there real quick. Take that out. And then to do that, you just press start. So it's gonna be 4 minutes at 70%. Okay, so the 4 minutes is about to be up. Be careful. This will be hot. Do not touch that. It's gonna be boiling. So now you're just gonna whisk the flour and the oil together. And then we're gonna put it back in for another, let's do 2 minutes at power 7 again. Okay, so the 2 minutes are up, and I'm gonna, oh, it's a little hot. I'm gonna take it back out and whisk it again. So the goal is to burn the flour and oil till it's like a dark brown. So you have to like slowly do it though, because if you try to burn it too fast, it's gonna burn like charred. So it's a process. So I think I can do it for another 2 minutes at 70% power. Oh. A little careful. Ooh, yes. So as you can see, it's getting darker. It looks more like a beige color now, not white. Oh, so it's slowly getting there. So I'm gonna whisk it. And now, so I'm not gonna do the 2 minutes again because it's starting to get dark. So I know it's really hot right now. So I'm gonna do it for a minute this time at 70%. So the minute just ended, and now we're gonna stir it again. Oh yeah, look at that. It's definitely starting to burn. It's like thicker now. So just gonna whisk again. Sorry, this video is probably gonna be so shaky. I'm like using one hand. But yeah, it's definitely getting darker. So I'm not gonna do the full minute because yeah, it's gonna start burning faster. So I'm actually gonna do 30 minutes now. I mean, not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Please do not have to do 3 minutes. Okay, 30 seconds. Oof, a little hot. Yeah, look at that, look how thick. Ooh. Slowly get in there. So you want it to be like twice this color, 3 times this color, like dark. So 3 shades darker, my bad. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so I think we could do 30 seconds again. This will probably be the last 30 seconds now. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, 30 seconds up. Ooh, look at that color. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure this doesn't touch your skin because extremely hot. It's oil, so definitely be careful. Maybe use 2 hands, not one like me. Okay. So now it's pretty dark right now. I'm gonna start doing 20-second intervals at 70% power. So you'll just continue to do 20 seconds, 70% intervals, and you'll stir it, repeat, stir it, repeat. Keep doing it until you get to the color you want, and I'll show you what kind of color you want to get it to. Okay, so I did it probably 20 seconds at 70%, probably like 4 more times, and now it's at a color that I am happy with. Also, it's still really hot, so as it sits, it's actually going to get darker because it's going to kind of cook. So I'm just going to put it right next to the gumbo and kind of let it settle. I'm going to show you once it settles how much oil is left. There might be like an excess amount, so we're going to drain it, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay, I let it sit for a little bit, and as you can see, there's a clear, let me see if I can show you, clear line of where the oil and the roux is. So I'm going to be draining this roux. And how I do that is I just kind of lean it over a little bit, and I take the spoon and I just kind of pour it out into the sink. So that's just what I'm going to do. Okay, I just drained some, and now I'm just going to stir it back up. Yep, I'm going to let it sit again, and then once it settles, I'm going to drain some more oil. So the roux has definitely settled some more. Look how much oil that is. I'm going to drain some more now with the spoon again. And sometimes I just kind of pour it out too. But if you lose a little roux, it's okay. I just want to get all that oil out. Okay, I just drained it again, and now I'm going to stir it. See, now it is thick. Like, this is perfect. I mean, I still have time before I have to put it into the gumbo, so if more oil comes out, then I'll drain it one more time. But honestly, it might be good. I'll let y'all know. Dang, that is looking good. Yeah, I just stirred it. I scraped the bottom. It's looking good. Like I said before, we want to keep breaking it down until all that water is gone. So that's why the gumbo takes forever, and it's time consuming because you have to stand right here and watch it. But yeah, I'll show you. I'm going to continue stirring it every 10 minutes, and I will show you once all the water cooks out. That's when it'll come back. So just continue stirring it every 10 minutes, and if it starts getting really low on water, then I would probably start doing 5 minutes. But for now, let's just do 10. Water gets low, start doing 5 minutes. So I just stirred it, and look, you can already tell, like, the chicken's breaking apart. Like, it's so tender. Oh my god, this looks so good. I'm like, damn. Okay. So now, we're gonna add some water. So, I'm just gonna keep pouring. Okay. So, a whole gallon of water I poured in there. Because honestly, it's gonna boil. And so some of this water is actually gonna go down. So yeah, I'm actually glad I poured all that in there. So now I'm just gonna stir it, and once I stir it really good, I'm gonna put the lid back on because I want this to get to a boil, because this has to be boiling before you put the roux in. So put the top on, let it get to a boil, and then I'll be back. Okay, so now that it's at a rolling boil, you're gonna take your roux that you made. Oh my god, this stuff is so thick. Okay. And then you're just gonna, oh my god, make a mess. Come on. And you're gonna just spoonful it in like this. And kind of just like let it melt in there. Yep, just slowly stir it in until you're gonna wanna pour all this roux in there, okay? So just slowly keep spooning it in until it's all in there. And then once it's all in there, you're gonna give it a good stir, and you're gonna let it boil for another 15 minutes to like 20. You just want it to boil all the way through the roux. So once it's done boiling, after like 15 minutes, you're gonna put it to a simmer and let it simmer for another like 15-30 minutes, and then you're gonna turn it off and just, you know, let it sit. And I'm gonna turn it off, let it sit for like 4 to 5 hours till it cools off, and then I'm gonna put the lid on it, saran wrap it, and put it in the refrigerator because we're gonna eat it tomorrow. So if you let it sit overnight, the seasonings actually get richer and it tastes so good the day after. So tomorrow I will show you when I take it out of the refrigerator and reheat it up. I will show you how to make a potato salad. It's my mom's recipe. It is so good. Because you can't eat gumbo without potato salad. It's like, no, you have to have potato salad with the gumbo. So I'll show you how to make that. I'll make some rice as well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, so it's the next day, and I just took out the gumbo so I could put it on the stove to start reheating it for the party tonight. So now it's time to make the potato salad. So things you'll need is about 6 good size russet potatoes. Then you also need 10 eggs because we're gonna boil them, and then salt, paprika, mayo, and lastly mustard. So I'm gonna peel the potatoes. I'm gonna cut them up into cubes, and then I'm gonna boil them until they're soft. And I'm also gonna boil the 10 eggs, and then I'm gonna show you how to mix it all together. So yeah. So when I boil my potatoes, I definitely put some salt in there just to make them salted while they're boiling, you know? So I have to salt it less whenever I mix it all up together. And yeah, so I put it on high, and I'll see you once this is all boiled. So I like to put my eggs in a ice bath once they're done boiling. So it helps them cool off faster, and I can peel them easier. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so now the eggs are boiled, and I'm just gonna mash them. Okay, so once your potatoes are mashed up, you're gonna get your mayonnaise out. And my mom says, I'm pretty sure she said 3 parts mayonnaise, 1 part mustard. So I'm just gonna put a good bit of mayonnaise. That looks about right. And then just kind of estimate how much mustard. Maybe a little more. And then also you're gonna want to put some salt. So I'm just gonna kind of layer the top, and I'm gonna mix it all up. Now I'm gonna add the potatoes. And I'm gonna recruit my husband to come mix this up. So, 1 second. So yeah, and then to finish it off, all you do is take some paprika and cover the top of it. Voila. Potato salad. So officially done. We made a chicken sausage gumbo. Smells delicious. I can't wait to eat it. And also the potato salad. So I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. I hope y'all end up making it for yourselves. If you do, tag me on Instagram so I can see that y'all use my recipe. And yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye.